alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Alrighty, so now we have been stripped of our endgame qualities, and we're resorted to basic bitch. We are the Genin of the Assassin's Creed Order. But now we get a chance to see what this game holds in terms of gameplay other than walking around and killing people. Each mission is, or rather each level is filled with a variety of missions. And in order to do that, we have to find them and or go to them. And they're a little different each time. For instance, well, let's first start off by mentioning that is one of the flags. Each level has its own variety of flags. I'm not sure if it's Damascus or Acre. I forget which one it is. Might actually be Jerusalem, but I can't label all three cities, right? I think it's Acre. One of the cities has 3 varieties of flags, whereas every other level and area that you visit in this game has 1 set. But they all function the same. You walk up, you pick them up, and you don't get anything for looking them up, except for an achievement. So there's really no point in doing so. I'll show off any of the ones that I remember. Here's how I kill myself. There's no joke to that, it's just how I die. I'm going to be editing out any and all loading screens just because that's just a waste of time. And I struggle so heavily to fill these super short videos with fucking words that I need to make sure that it's short enough. And by that I mean each other video is like an hour long. So get ready. These are like the short videos.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, Begin your search in the village market.
Alrighty, so it's been explained. There are actually there are 4 varieties of, actually technically 5 varieties of missions. There are eavesdrops, which we're about to do right now. In order to do that, you just find a bench, find your target, and listen in. It's pretty simple. You have pickpocketing, which is eavesdrop on their conversation and then walk up to a dude and steal their shit. Easy enough. Then you got the 3rd brand of mission, which is interrogation. Now that one's a little harder. It's where you find someone, you listen to their speech, you stalk them for a little bit, and then you beat the shit out of them with your bare hands. Pretty simple. And then you got the informant missions, which we'll be tackling a little later. But to do so, you have 2 varieties. You have the flag gathering minigame, which is just a quick time trial where you run throughout a little course where there are a bunch of flags, and you pick up a bunch of flags and you talk to the informant. Or there are the assassinations, where some of the informants have targets to kill, and you kill them in a certain amount of time.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Muallim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Alrighty, so that was just eavesdropping. It's relatively simple. We're going to walk over to the pickpocket mission, which is the 2nd variety, like I mentioned before. These ones can be a little tricky. I have failed a bunch of these. I'm not sure in this playthrough, but definitely like in the past, where I just suck at pickpocketing things. It's not hard to do, it's just I'm bad at it. Apparently.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Alrighty, so this jerk-off has a letter that I have to steal. One that is impossible to gather. Otherwise, no one will ever know the contents of this letter other than this gentleman. And it's mine. Alright, cool, that was easy. And then when you steal their shit, they're like, oh, god damn it. It's great, it's a good little animation. I love that little thing. So now we know who we have to interrogate, because of the letter told us clearly. So now we're going to run over there and we're going to beat the hell out of this guy, whose name I don't know because I wasn't paying attention to whatever they were saying.
Between this world and a new
What is this guy?
one, a better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Muallim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Maybe this guy has a point. But yeah, anyway, so the purpose of this mission is to stalk your prey, which, by the way, you can beat the shit out of him at any given moment. There's no real need to find a secluded area. So a secluded area just means somewhere where, in this game, the context is a place where someone won't interfere, like the guards. But in Masyaf, it doesn't matter.
I yield.
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Muallim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
So now we have gained the ability to swing a sword and stab people with my wrist poker. Wrist poker. Alright, cool. So that about does it with Masyaf, and we won't have to worry about dealing with any particular missions in here until endgame. But yeah, here's that flag I was looking for earlier. Like I said, I'm not really going out of my way to capture all the to pick up all the flags, just picking the ones up that I know.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade.
That's unfortunate.
Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Hold on, listen, I gotta answer to y'all, right? You guys gotta teach me how to fight. But yeah, so now we know how to block, and we're learning how to do a combo kill. In order to a combo kill, you have to press the attack button the second your blade collides with their blade. It's not too bad, but then again, this is just a training. It's a lot more fun to do in an actual fight when you're surrounded by like 100 guards. And you're just wiping them all out one by one. You can do the same thing with the dagger once you get the dagger. But yep, that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna head over to Damascus. Damascus? I don't know how to pronounce that. I wasn't listening to what Al-Mualim was saying. What the fuck was that person doing over there? I didn't even notice that until just now. Holy shit. There's some weird glitch in the bottom right-hand corner right over there. Oh, whatever. By the way, this game runs on the Havoc system, the same system that Destroy All Humans has, funny enough, but it's used a little differently. In this game, you can't just like fuck around with the physics engine and picking people up and stuff. It's just more of like a more grounded physics system that allows you to feel weighty I guess is the best way to do it. But for whatever reason, this game, it like bugs out every once in a while. So like if you kill an enemy, sometimes they just elongate and stretch the fuck out. It's great when you get the characters to interact with gravity, which I'll be doing so much throughout this series. You're gonna be seeing some weird shit. Be on the lookout for that. Because I think I play Assassin's Creed a little differently than how others might play Assassin's Creed. And by that I mean I'm not stealthy at all, and I like to get into every fight possible. And I like to throw people off buildings because I'm an asshole and I find it fun. Another thing that the game doesn't really explain to you is while you're running, if you're being chased by goons or anything or whatever, you can run through like merchant stands, and like he'll do a little animation of him like dolphin diving through it and like breaking everything. It's pretty cool. I'll be showing this off a little later too, but you can grab enemies and throw them into like pillars of wood or like scaffolding, and that's just a good way to kill 1 or 2 enemies. It's pretty neat. I think you got an achievement for killing like 3 guys or something, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and this is the way out into the kingdom. Once you make it to every city in the game, you will be able to just fast forward. So the kingdom after a certain point just gets to be useless. But we'll be showing the way to Damascus via horseback in the next episode. See you guys then.
Countering is